All of my prediction was terrible, but with 9 minutes left in the game, the score was tied, Tony. The Rams were still in it. I still could have been right. Then it came down to Brady versus Goff.
You're right or not.
Brady, it's true. Brady was brilliant. Goff was bamboozled. Jared Goff wasn't big enough for the stage. 0 for 5 downfield. 3 for 10 on third downs, 25% under duress. He was lost the whole game. Brady led the team to the touchdown. Goff threw the terrible interception that gave the game away. Plus, he missed Brandon Cooks in the end zone in the third quarter. Goff was fooled all day. Yeah, it was tied in the fourth quarter. I realized there was a lot of punts, but there was a lot of great defense, a lot of great gamesmanship, a lot of great masterminding out there. I mean, if you want, it wasn't high-scoring football, but it wasn't terrible football. And again, the game was in doubt till the very end. He crashed hard, and he said it after the game. He said, I was out-coached, and he was right. He was absolutely out-coached. He was outsmarted. You know, he couldn't make the adjustments. Belichick made the adjustments defensively. He couldn't match them offensively. This is a team that got in the red zone more than any other team in football this year. They didn't get in the red zone once. This is a team that had Todd Gurley, again, one of the greatest running backs of the last 5 years, didn't carry the ball, barely carried the ball. And again, I think Gurley's hurt. I think there's something wrong with him. There has to be something wrong with him. Where it'd be dereliction of duty not to put him in there. But there again, he didn't employ the running game very much. He threw like one screen pass. He didn't do what he did that got the Rams there. McVay, I think, really got outsmarted the entire game. It shows. The youngest coach to try to win a Super Bowl, he wasn't up to the big stage either.
This was the same Rams team, by the way, that just hung. Look, it wasn't the biggest offensive outburst ever. They got some help from the refs late in the game, but went on the road and put 26 points on the Saints defense. The Saints defense, by the way, which drew a lot of the year, looked way better than the Patriots defense. The Saints defense, of all the high-scoring teams, they were the team stopping the run during the regular season. Rams still in less than their best performance, without obviously a totally healthy Todd Gurley, put 26 points up on the Saints. Put 3 up on the Patriots. Is that just because the Rams forgot how to play football? No. It's because Bill Belichick designed a game plan that kept one of the highest scoring, most powerful offenses really the league has ever seen. If you take, like, how many other offenses were like the Rams throughout the history of the league this year? I wouldn't say they were in the uppermost tier, but they were one of the better offenses you're going to see to 3 points when it mattered most. That's Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. Well, you just have to tip your cap.
It was amazing. And it was boring. Okay, in the first half against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, they shut down that team. And what did the Chiefs do after that? They scored 31 points and made it entertaining. This game, there were plays to be made out on that field. Tony Romo showed us a big crossing pattern and a big down, wide open Robert Woods. Brandon Cooks in the end zone needs to make that catch. Jared Goff, when he was outside of the pocket, had absolutely nothing for the Patriots. And it showed on that one down where he tried to waltz out of bounds and got wrecked. It just looked like the Patriots were better prepared for this Super Bowl. Oh, by the way, Todd Gurley, go ahead and play him a little bit. It just didn't seem like the Rams had any answer for the Patriots. And while the Patriots defense was great, it's just not appealing to watch when you're waiting for the counter, and that counter never comes. And he took the blame. He said, this was on me. Our defense played great. I feel terrible about it. But it is mostly on him. But give me a David Tyree play. Give me a Mario Manningham. Give me something. This is the Super Bowl. You're supposed to see 2 of the best teams in the league. I was thinking the exact same thing about Belichick. He could do this for the rest of time. The formula is so interesting to watch, especially when you contrast it to some team like the Rams, who were peaking in week 6, 7, 8, looked unstoppable, and then sort of had an attrition and fell off. And yet the Patriots, they just reinvent themselves. Romo said a few good things last night. The best thing he said was at the end that Belichick changes his team from week to week, from game to game, from season to season. You never know what you're going to get going into a postseason, especially when they have an extra week to prepare. That guy can do it forever. Brady might need to change his formula a bit and maybe just summon 5 or 6 really good games in the season and then just trust that Bill Belichick will carry you the rest of the way.
Now for a responsible rebuttal. I was awed by the Patriots defense. The side of the ball that you always say is not there. Yeah. That defense was smothering. In the last 2 games that the Patriots have played against the Chiefs and the Rams, high-scoring teams, 2 of the top 3, I believe, all year long. They held them to 0 points in the first half. That's 60 minutes of 0 points. And when the Patriots had to score, there's nobody in all of football you want with the ball in his hands in a tie or down in the fourth quarter more than Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, when it was necessary, went to Gronk went to Edelman, went to Burkhead, and dropped it down the chimney to Gronk 20 years as he's been a quarterback.
There were
I'm not going to tell you I liked the game, Mike. I'm going to tell you I admired the Patriots so much in that game. And it is because of the separation. It's because of the 6. Because you're not just ahead by 1 now. Now you're ahead by 2. You have created distance between yourself and Montana. Belichick has created distance between himself and Noel or anybody else you want to name. Shula, Landry, it doesn't matter. Because the 6 is the most important thing. And if we're going to get to the greatest of all time, Tom Brady has put himself shoulder to shoulder with Michael Jordan now. Because they both have 6. And Brady has done it in a sport that is much harder to win because of single elimination. You know, I'm not saying he's better. I'm saying they are shoulder to shoulder in the annals of history.
Well, the amazing thing to me is you couldn't imagine a worse start for the Patriots, right, Bill? Brady comes out, looks like the nervous 24-year-old quarterback instead of the veteran. Gostowski, who's as redoubtable as the day is long, misses a field goal. So you're thinking, well, this can't be good. And yet, to your point, I never, ever felt like the Patriots were ever going to lose this game. And there's many reasons why I thought the Patriots were going to win, but I'd be lying if I told you that it was the reason that it happened, and that is that they completely controlled the line of scrimmage, and their defense was just incredible. Right, and the same thing was true with Gurley against the Saints. I think he only carried 10 times for 14 yards, so there's got to be something amiss there. But there was real strategy in this game, Tony, and some of it was a little surprising. For instance, all year long, what did the Patriots play defensively? They played man defense. They show up for the Super Bowl in his own defense. And it is coaching, because one coach decides to do this, and the other coach has to figure out a way to counteract it, which never happens. The other thing they did, they lined Jonathan Jones, who played corner a good lion's share of the season. They lined him up as a safety. So when he's up at the line, they think he's going to rush the passer, and instead, he ends up dropping back into the zone that they didn't know was coming. So that is coaching. And, you know, Belichick's always been very conservative come the Super Bowl